2. What's going on, everybody? It is DJ CJ with the Dad's Office podcast. We are Brosgiving. We're here with the 8th installment. We have a very special guest with us today.
Yep.
A longtime member of the Brosgiving group. We have Alex Valencia. He's with us today. We also have Uncle Brent. BP2 collapse here for him. And we got the Archer, Richie McMaster.
We gotta let that go now.
What? The Archer?
Yeah, the Archer.
Why?
I think it's classic, man.
Yeah, you're more like a track star on that team than the Archer.
What officially started Archer?
Wasn't it Gifford with the broken hula hoop and the rope, the string?
Oh, shoot, yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Little sidetrack.
Little
history lesson for everyone.
He brought that to your senior night and everything.
Yeah, and the sombrero.
Yeah, you were
a
locked down.
fan.
You were locked down in your basketball career, or knocked down, I should say.
No, let's talk about Alex here.
All right, we can talk about Alex's basketball career if that's what he wants to do to get started off. But not here, Alex.
We can chat. We can chat
about it.
Why not?
The crowd has to know who you are, so give us an intro.
Yeah. Well, I'm one of the original Brosgiving members here with CJ, Richie, Uncle Brent over here, Bobby. Shout out to Bobby, not able to be here, but shout out Bobby anyway. But yeah, graduated from East. Went to East Alabama University. Now I'm out in Virginia living my dream life, man.
Go Warriors.
State.
Go Warriors. Here we go.
You say Virginia?
Oh yeah, I'm living in Virginia, man.
Technically, yeah. That's where you...
No, I'm in Falls Church, Virginia. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man.
So you don't work in that city anymore?
No. The place where I work is in a different state from where I live. Yeah, so.
Okay.
What's the commute like to the city? How far?
I have to go right through Washington D.C. So it's a lot of traffic. A drive that should take me about like 20 minutes takes me like 45.
Yeah,
so,
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Can't go more than like 20 on the, what is it? What were you saying? The immersion?
I was about to say, dude, Alex has had some really bad luck with the traffic cameras in D.C. so far.
Yeah, man. I got like $300 in speeding tickets in my first life while living there.
From getting pulled over?
No, they don't have police. So what they do, they don't have police officers that really like sit around there. They just have cameras everywhere. So it's always like
free piece of info.
Yeah. So in case you guys are in DC, you know.
Yeah, no cops sitting around.
Yeah. In case you're in DC, don't speed because there's cameras literally everywhere.
That's crazy because I was talking to your dad the one day he was in here. He goes, yeah, he's just driving on the off ramp and they just take a picture and they get him.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's nuts.
Yeah, dude. My dad gets an envelope in the mail. It's just a picture of my card. It's like $100.
It's your son.
Yeah, it's like $100 paid by this date. It's crazy.
And then your dad grounds you. He's like, you can't go out this weekend. I know you're not living with us, but that's it. You're done. See you later. But so just graduated, right? So you are obviously in a little bit of a different situation than a lot of us. So a lot of us graduated college, still going to college, but we're all still living at home. Of course, with the exception of Zach, he's kind of off doing his own thing down in Florida. But you're the first one to actually move away for a job. So I know there's a lot of people that are maybe scared about that, maybe wondering about it. So tell us about that transition going from your senior year of college with COVID and everything, and then going and living on your own.
Yeah. Shout out Zach first. But
Word.
Yeah. It was definitely really nerve-wracking at first. Obviously, I had a pretty, I'd say, sheltered life growing up. I didn't really get exposed to too much crazy stuff or anything like that. So going out there for the first 2 weeks I was there, I was by myself. I didn't have anybody with me. It was really boring going to sleep by yourself. And I didn't even have Wi-Fi or anything for the first 2 weeks. So I couldn't watch TV. My phone barely worked because the Wi-Fi the connection was so bad.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so
living in ancient times.
Yeah, I'd go to the...
Back in the day.
I go to the gym for like 4 or 5 hours. I'll like work out, then I'll go play basketball, and then I'll just run, like just anything I could do to not be home. That's how it was for me at first, and then about 2 weeks later, I had officially started my new job that I moved down there for, and my girlfriend moved down. She got a job down there as well. She brought the cat. Right, we had a cat that I got her for Valentine's Day like 2 years ago. So.
Well, did you guys get a dog?
Yeah.
Too?
Yeah.
How's that?
Let's touch on that dog life.
Yeah, man.
The dog dad.
Officially
life.
a dog dad.
So where you're living, is it like in a city or a town or what?
It's a town. I wouldn't say it's city. There's not much going on. I'm close to DC. I'm about 5 minutes away from DC. 5-10 minutes away from DC, depending on how much traffic there is.
So obviously. Do you have a yard?
Kind of, yeah. I live in like an apartment, and there's like a pretty big space in front of my apartment. So usually I just take my dog out there, just let her run around.
I was about to say.
Is your dog trained, or you have to have her on a leash?
I mean, we keep her on the leash, but sometimes we just kind of drop the leash and let her run because she doesn't really go anywhere. She'll just run around and just come back to us. She hasn't run away yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll happen at some point, and I'm gonna have to chase her in my Crocs. But,
the dog runs away, and all of a sudden they send you a picture from one of those traffic cameras. And it's the dog.
This your dog?
This you?
Is this your dog?
Speeding in a school zone, like the dog runs 17 miles per hour.
we just assumed the dog belonged to you. With your traffic record, we assumed it belonged to you.
What type of dog is it?
Yeah, it's a golden doodle, and the story of how that happened was kind of I know, right? Basic.
Hey,
but
watch it.
No, shout out to Richie. Shout out to Richie's golden doodle as well. But no, it's kind of random. We came back home to visit. About a month and a half, 2 months ago. It was a really brief visit. It was just to see our family, like really quick. We were here for like a day, and
that's when we went to Red Robin.
Yeah, we went to Red Robin. Yeah, it was like a day or two. Yeah, and I dropped the dog off home. I saw this puppy store. It's right down the street right here. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's right there.
Oh,
yeah. I just kind of went in there with no intention of getting a dog. I just always used to go there when I lived here. So I just went in and I saw the dog and I couldn't leave without it, dude. I called my girlfriend. I was like, "You gotta come see this dog." And she came. We saw it, and
$2,000 later.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, a little bit, pretty high number like that. But yeah, just after that, she ended up in the car coming home to Virginia with us. Yeah.
So how's that actually working out with you guys? Like taking care of it, okay? Because a young couple, I feel like that'd be super stressful. First job, and now you got a golden doodle.
Yeah.
Living with you.
Yeah, man, it was
a lot of
definitely
responsibility.
Yeah,
They say dogs #1 cause for a breakup.
yeah. Hey,
No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
I just made that up.
it was hard.
It's like a prep for a child. So like, how are we gonna parent the dog? What's the parenting differences?
Dude, it was very stressful at first because for those who don't know, I'm a very impatient person. I'm not patient, and when your dog's constantly pooping and peeing on your carpet, and staining it, and not listening to anything you say, it's extremely frustrating, and my lack of patience definitely showed. Definitely caused some unnecessary arguments between me and my girlfriend. But at the end of the day, I think it just kind of brought us closer, if I'm being real. Kind of provided something for both of us to care for, right? Besides a cat, 'cause a cat you don't need to provide that much attention to.
I'm not a cat guy.
You put a little box, you put some food. Yeah.
You just let him outside.
Yeah.
Eat the mice.
Exactly. I don't put it outside. That's kind of, I don't put my cat outside.
With the dog, having hardwood floors is definitely better than carpet.
Dude, our floors are freaking smashed at the house with our dogs, dude.
Ours weren't even legit hardwood. I mean, they were, but our house is so old. I mean, the floorboards in there are so old. So, I mean, there's nothing really to beat up on them. So, it's kind of puppy-proof to start with.
To a point, yeah.
I guess. So, when you initially got this job offer to go down there, well, first of all, what does your girlfriend do down there? And is it any different from, like, did she have to make any sacrifices when she moved down there with you guys? What were some of the things you guys had to discuss?
Yeah. So what she's doing down there is similar to what she was doing here, a veterinary technician. So, it pretty much essentially the way I like to describe it to people that don't know what it is, it's pretty much a nurse for dogs, or for animals, I should say. So, that's what she does, and she had a job she had a job that she started, ended up switching over to a different job that she loves right now. She's having a lot of fun at this new place that she's at, and so yes, I mean, she did have to sacrifice, because ultimately what her and I had always discussed in regards to moving out and things like that were, we want to go more down south where it's warm, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, things like that. And Virginia was definitely not, especially northern Virginia.
Yeah, it's snowy.
It's definitely not anywhere where we wanted to be near. But the opportunity that was presented was pretty freaking cool. And I felt like it was something I couldn't pass up. And I just did it, and she stuck with me. So ultimately, I mean, I appreciate her and love her for that. I wouldn't be able to do it without her. So. And
you guys are enjoying it so far?
Yeah,
pretty much, you would say.
Yeah. I mean, things are great. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Awesome.
It's really good.
So
awesome.
So Angelica being a vet tech, she must have took a lot of the stress off, because growing up you didn't really have pets.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a cat last few years, but you never had a dog growing up.
Yeah.
So how easy did she make that transition for you? Like.
Yeah, it was definitely easier because I mean, you definitely know. I don't know if they know. Like, my dad's like horribly against dogs. Like, doesn't want dogs in the house. Nothing. So we made a deal when I was like 13 years old that the day I get a dog, he'll provide me a certain amount of money to purchase that dog. I'm not going to go into details.
Written agreement.
Yeah, we had like a written agreement. Like we had it down. Like when I was 13, I'm 20.
Then you wrote on a piece of paper with a crayon.
But yeah, so
framed in your room.
Yeah, so I finally got that dog, and like I didn't know what to do. Like I was so excited about having the dog and saying I had the dog, but I had no clue what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So Angelica, growing up with dogs, working with animals, as her job, it provided a lot of comfort, and like she taught me a ton. So I'm really appreciative of what she's done, being there.
Word. So what's like the next step you think for you, like especially just being there and getting up? Well, actually, I should ask
like,
this first.
Do you see yourself like long term where you're at, or do you think it's just like a nice intro to the game you're in?
Because it is an intro.
And stuff?
I mean, it's an entry level job, so it's just I want to know what you're thinking in terms of, because there's a lot of people I think are working some pretty basic jobs, right out of the chute, maybe not liking it too much. They haven't been doing it for too long. So, what's your big time goal, man?
Yeah, I love the organization I'm a part of.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun to be there, especially with so much stuff going on. It's definitely something cool to be a part of, and just to say that I'm going through that and gonna persevere through all that, it's really cool. Mm-hmm. So I'm super excited to be there, so I can definitely see my long-term future being there. It's something I haven't really thought about leaving. It hasn't really been a thought of mine up to this point.
Early on.
I'm excited. I just got promoted, so it provides me a lot of happiness knowing that the hard work that I put in is being recognized. So it just makes me really happy to be there. So I haven't really thought about leaving, but end goal, definitely want to move up the ranks. I think it'll be really cool, and move up the ranks within this organization will definitely be a fun thing to do, for sure.
Yeah, that's really cool. Just because it's such a different experience than what we've all gone through so far.
Sure.
And especially, me going to a 5th year of college and still not. And we even talked about it on the podcast last week, but definitely intimidating when you're thinking about that next step that you have to take.
Yeah, dude.
But it's good. It's good to know that you're doing so well, and not a really easy situation. I mean, you have a commute into the city. I mean, you've been under a decent amount of stress so far with the traffic tickets and everything with your job. So that's pretty cool that you're getting through it and everything. So good for you.
That's awesome.
So, you pretty much got your life all together, at least on cruise control now for a little bit. But one thing that you were really taking an interest in right before you left to go on this job was your fitness and your fitness journey. And for those of you who don't know, Alex was always an athlete.
We'll put up a picture on the Brosgiving Instagram page.
He was always an athlete.
It's a good transformation.
He's always an athlete, per se. But was he a thin athlete? Maybe not. I mean, wasn't terrible, but there's a video on my phone that we were doing the hit the quan.
Come on, get it right. I got 3%.
Dude, he had gym shorts and a polo on.
I remember that video.
I think I weighed all of 175 pounds.
What
we were
year
sitting
was
next to
this?
each other. 2015.
Dude, I think we were like 8th grade or something.
Oh, no. It was junior year of high school, bro.
Junior year. Junior year that was a bad year for me, man. Junior year of high school was a bad year.
Well, why was it a bad year? Just because of the weight?
Talk about it.
Like just like weight wise, in regards to weight and like everything going on with like sports and stuff, I kind of like I completely lost interest in sports and like basketball specifically because that's what we were all playing. Definitely just didn't want to be there. Had like no interest in playing whatsoever. Was more so into, man, how many cookies am I gonna eat at lunch tomorrow, right?
So how'd you get out of it? Because you ended up working with like Michael Bass and some of the other guys at Retro,
Yeah,
and
so
now
what-
if they look at you and you see your transformation of some of the
whole
videos you
different person.
post, it's like, wow. It's like, man,
What's
this dude really came a long
what's
way.
that breaking point? Like I know for all of us, our fitness journeys have been different. Like what put you over the edge? What was like, I need to start working out? This is crazy.
So it happened to me a few times because if you guys remember, I lost a lot of weight, then I gained a lot back, lost it again. It was kind of like a roller coaster for me at first, and the thing that made kind of like set me up and got me going at first, we had like an end of the season meeting our junior year. I don't know if you remember. It was like our parents were. It was towards the end of the season. I don't think it was like it was like towards the end. And
There was a lot of bad meetings that year.
Yeah, it was a lot of bad meetings, and our parents were there, right? And I think it was one. I think it was one of those like booster meetings or something like that. And we all had to be there with our family.
Yeah.
And Coach Chad calls my parents. Like they were talking. He was talking to my parents, and he told my parents and me, like my parents are sitting there next to me.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You got to come back next year," because I weighed 205 pounds junior year. Right, I was like 5'8". Right, so I was pretty thick.
Look like Darren Williams out there. It was thick, bro.
Oh, Darren Williams on the tats, dude. And he
smooth.
told me.
Still smooth.
Heck yeah, dude. He tells me you got to come back like 170, dude. Like if you don't come back 30 pounds down, don't even come to tryouts. Like you could watch from the window.
I didn't know he said this.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That was the first thing that got me like, oh crap, like I gotta lose some weight.
Mm-hmm.
And then going into a senior year, the first day of tryouts, cause my dad was really hard on me for that, cause I think he was kind of embarrassed because I played so bad my junior year, and he spent all that time taking off work to go to all the away games and stuff, and I wasn't playing, and I was just gaining weight. I gained more weight my junior year during season than I did like ever. Like it was bad. So he was on me the whole summer, made me go to the gym every day and run and work out, and I came in at 170 on the dot on the first day of
Did
tryouts.
you actually? No
170
way.
on the dot.
No way.
I lost 30 pounds going into our senior year. It was like night and day. I felt a whole lot better. I played better. I actually played. So it was good. I definitely had my struggles senior year. Just it was more like mental struggles than anything else. Athletically, I felt like I was able to stick around. It was just mentally. I kind of like let kind of my anxiety in regards to like being under pressure in sports kind of like take over me sometimes. So I think that's
No, that was tough for a lot of us senior year, I think.
We've all been there.
Yeah, you guys that was a mess.
Because
dude.
man, it was a linear regression right into the ground.
Dude, I was a season ticket holder for that team. I was right there with you guys. That was a mess.
Well, you were literally right there with us until you got in that fight.
until you want to score up with some kid in the friggin' lunchroom.
Kayla, we came running around the corner. Like, CJ, Brett just got in a fight.
Yeah, so we talked about that in the one episode a little bit, but a side story. I was a manager for the basketball team. I'm a freshman.
When you were
All these
manager,
guys
you
are
were
seniors.
1-0, were we not?
Yeah,
You were one
My
game,
mom,
right?
my mom was like talking to coach, and he's like, "Oh, we need a manager," because my mom and Mrs.
This is
McMaster
funny.
were the PTA like presidents for the booster club representatives for basketball,
Something like that, yeah.
So mom was like, "Oh, like Brent would love to do it." So he's like, "Yeah." So Brent wore a suit and tie, and that maybe lasted 2 games.
Dude, I show up the second game in a suit and tie, and I'm like, all right, Mark, like that was the head coach. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go. He goes, oh, you can't be here anymore, buddy. I was like, oh, why not? And like he was like, oh yeah, I heard about your fight. You can't be on the property there. We found someone else to do it. And I was like, oh
Yeah. Oh, that
Dude,
was so
I
awkward.
literally had my book with me. I was like, see you later.
He's like, oh, you like cry. You
I was
like,
like, I
drop it.
don't need this team. Throw the books in the grass.
All I gotta say is, under the Brent Pachaka era, we are undefeated.
Oh yeah,
Heck
I mean,
yeah,
whatever you
bro.
want to know, baby.
shout out me, baby.
You had
was-
your
he
book
was
like,
our,
you ready to go?
Dude, I literally he was like, oh, Brent, like he was surprised to see me. I'm like, dude, you literally told me to come here like 2 hours before the game. Like, come on.
Senior year of just basketball. I don't want to get too much into it, but that was just crazy. With Richard getting suspended, like one of our best friends.
and then one of our other boys got suspended. So I mean, not gonna go too into detail about what he did, but
Yeah, let's keep that on the
it was just a stupid high school thing.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, if
He was
someone
gone for, like, 4
snitched or
games.
whatever. And then he was gone for 4 games. So then there I am standing down there with my hands up. I just got off of injury. I just had my second leg surgery to get the plates and screws taken out. But I think did we play Becca with one big man?
The two.
Dude, the big man for them is the starting big man
At
Northwestern in the Big Ten.
His younger brother, who's also like 6'8", versus
At
like me
Lehigh,
and Roy,
right?
versus like me and Roy battling down there, just
5'10".
getting thrown around. Like, you guys are huge.
5'10".
And then you had
180.
Paz up top, their guard, 1,000 points
And
scorer.
regardless, you lost. But
Yeah, I like
dude.
broke my face that game. You remember that?
Yeah.
Who?
Me, you don't remember when I banged my face off the floor?
No.
Oh man.
You don't remember that?
You don't remember that, dude?
No, I
Did
just
you wear a
remember
face
Paz-
mask after the?
No, I.
feel like I remember
They
that.
I just
asked. They
remember-
told me to, but I told them no. I didn't want to wear the face
Yeah.
I
mask.
just remember
Face mask
Paz
tough to
dropping
pull
a
off.
30 piece on us.
Oh, yeah,
I remember,
dude.
I remember putting the 2s in the book. I was like, 2. 2.
3.
2.
Dude, our team took a lot of we took a lot of head injuries, between
bad.
me, you, Richard, we took a lot of elbows to the face.
Yeah, I caught a floor to the face.
Yeah, I got a lot of elbows out that season.
You took the elbow.
You know what's funny though? Like you guys ended up not being great. Obviously, didn't win much, but those games were still fun. Like, cause dude, the talent that was coming through every night was like, dude, those dudes could ball in your class. That was not even funny.
Dude,
We second half of that
So many
season when
D1
we had
guys
0
and stuff.
conference wins at that point, like 12 games in, we're like, all right, the goal has shifted from trying to make playoffs to let's not get embarrassed. But it wasn't just, we're going to stay out of their way. We would say, all right, these are their plays that they're going to run an alley-oop to try and dunk on us. You have to find them, you have to put a shoulder into them, and you have to push them out of bounds.
Hell yeah.
And you have to, most importantly, you have to make sure the ref doesn't see.
I think the rest felt bad for you guys at that point.
I can't even count the amount of times that I headhunted somebody, like a football player.
William
And
Allen. I remember that play,
Yeah,
the
dude.
back of. I don't even know what the phrase is.
We
but I
would
remember
look
that
for it.
play.
I almost didn't even try and get the tip off. I just ran to the spot I knew that their player was going to be.
Anticipating the OU.
And I saw it. I saw the off ball screen come. I saw him move to the corner. I'm like, all right, here it comes. I was at the free throw line, and I just turned it. And I was like,
just V-line.
bang. And he's like, what you doing? He's like yelling at the ref and stuff. I'm like, got him.
He caught the one reverse. I remember and hung on the rim.
Dude,
I was
thank
like,
God someone said, CJ, look out. Because I was like,
I remember.
reverse bang.
I remember our senior year, we're playing against William Allen and stuff, and our coaching staff, we're look at this crowd, they're out for us, and our coaching staff would put us all in reality, and they're like, yeah, that crowd, they're out there to watch the other team play. It's full stadiums.
Yeah, we go into the pregame speech, and his pregame speech is, they're not even here to watch y'all. They're here to watch the other team. Dude, I specifically remember Zach and Leroy, especially Leroy. They were on where our cheerleaders usually stood because William Allen was warming up on that side of the court. And they were going up. So
recording them.
this is before the refs were on the court. So technically, you were never allowed to dunk and warm us, but this is the time that you had to do it. So they were doing in between the leg 360 windmills.
Yeah, they were nuts.
And they were like,
it was like Ball's Life type shit.
Here I come clapping backboard on a layup.
Yeah, grab rim. Someone grab rim.
So watch me grab rim. Oh, what's that from Big Mouth?
Yeah.
Someone watch me grab rim. And he hits bang.
Guys, I can touch the rubber part of the backboard.
If my shin splints weren't fired up that day, I could maybe get a rim grazer.
Between the legs.
Dude, I remember one of the kids stripping me on a fast break, or it was they pressed us on an inbound.
Oh no!
And I got past one of them, and I think I got stripped somehow. I think I don't remember how it happened. I just remember turning around and seeing I can say his name, Talik. I could just seeing Talik just go up and just and I was like, oh my god. I mean, they were ranked ninth in the state at the time when we played them.
They were good.
I mean, they were just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Well, the one time I remember there was an outlet pass. And the one guard that they had that ended up going to Rhode Island.
And now he plays at UConn, by the way.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing.
Are you
kidding?
Yeah, he gets burned at UConn
way.
too. Yeah, he plays.
Are you kidding me?
No, I swear.
Wow,
I saw him on TV. I was eating at the Flaming
He
Crab.
balled, dude. 6'7", over 2. He was right around 200 at the time, pretty thick.
Yeah.
But I remember he caught an outlet pass, and he wasn't playing D during that possession. I just remember they hadn't dunked yet all game, and that was my goal, right? We were only down by 4 at the time.
We lost by only 8.
Yeah, dude, because they were screwing around, man. We almost took that game. We almost stole it. But I just remember him going airborne from almost the free throw line and walking on air and just throwing it down. I was like, ooh. I was like, oh, man, I'm glad I'm on this end.
An 8-foot rim.
Oh, dude, yeah, no.
I low-key became a fan on that play. I was like, damn, that dude could jump.
Alex dribbling up. I'm actually just gonna toss one up here and just
Dude, it's funny.
let's see a fast break.
Yo, so in the school, they have an all-sport mural from our year. So I think it's me, Zach, Kai Asia,
I've seen that
a bunch
poster,
of them, mate, Douglas. But they put me instead of in my baseball uniform, in my basketball uniform. And it was from that game.
They're legend.
I
you're
landed
the
on the
best group in that
floor
game.
and I bruised my elbow, so I had this big white wrap on it. That's the picture they took.
Yeah, you're a triple threat.
Yeah, I was like a triple threat. That's
basketball
all I did senior year. I grab rebounds, foul people, and get into triple threat. And then maybe try and go back up. I'm like, it looks so stupid. I think I took maybe 2 shots that entire game. Maybe 3. I was just
Dude, you want to
full
talk
on
about
looking.
high pressure anxiety in a sporting event, getting full court press? In our summer league, dude, we played this team, a bunch of dudes were really good in high school, played in college, Duncan, whatever. And I came in for a possession, and we had no point guards. And dude, I can't dribble to save my life. I'm not great at basketball. I hold my own. Dude, they ran a full court trap on me. There's all these people here. It's a close game. I can't dribble for crap. So I have 3 dudes like in my face, like way more flags than me, like freaking like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". Played in high school, played high division basketball.
Yeah.
And then, dude, they stripped me like 3 times. He did all 3 possessions, dude. I was like, bro, somebody get back here. Fucking help me. I was like, dude, Jesus Christmas.
It's like my first varsity minutes. I remember sophomore year, we're at Freedom. I'm just sitting on the end of the bench. It's like 7 games into the season. Right there. CJ, we're not gonna play.
Yeah, we're not.
CJ gets in the game. Like,
He's like, CJ, go get in. I'm like, oh. And then, dude,
2 minutes later,
they actually passed me the ball.
Yeah.
I missed like 3 layups. Dude, it's like I forgot how to shoot a layup. Yeah. Jake Steckel was running point, and he was running the floor really well. And we were tied at the time. He kept giving me balls down low. I'm like, brick. I bricked like 4 shots in a row, bro.
That's awesome.
I also stole Richie's free throw earlier that day in the JV game.
Yeah. But the varsity game, I get in. I remember I'm inbounding the ball. I inbound it. They throw it back to me. I see these 2 kids just trap me in the corner. I'm like, oh. Just like jump up, they're like an overhead pass out of bounds. Like, well, it's time to pull me out of the game.
When you can't dribble and you see a trap coming, it's like, oh shit. Dude, throw it off their knee. It doesn't work. Just freaking the ball.
Just turn around and hug. Dude. Just turn around and hug.
That just reminded me of the most traumatic experience I've ever had in a basketball game in my life. It was against East Stroudsburg North, our senior year at home.
That team was good too.
Dude, they were so good defensively for
North.
do you remember?
Yeah, dude,
they full court pressed
balled,
you
dude.
from the tip off the whole game. And I remember I got I forgot who passed it to me. And dude, oh my god, I threw a bounce pass right on a press. I threw a bounce pass to some kid. And they literally jumped it layup, right? They passed it into me again. I got ripped. And then they passed it into me again, and I turned it over again, dude. I remember Dudley calling a timeout, and he's like, sit down. And he didn't play for the rest of the game. Dude, sit down. I was like, oh my god. Like, I committed 3 turnovers in a row within like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, it was so bad. I'll never forget that.
Oh my gosh. Wait. Who? You remember we made the not top 10? Junior
yes,
year.
We did that at my house. It was over Christmas break.
My gosh, dude. Where's that video?
I have it on my Mac.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Find that.
Let's not bring that into
me and
fruition.
CJ, like, it's junior year. We're just like, dude, what are we
bring
gonna
that
do?
up.
It's Christmas break.
Yeah. You remember Alex versus West?
iMovie top 10. We got like, I threw the ball off the back of the backboard.
I went up for a dunk against West after the buzzer sounded, and then I missed
the story. Tell
All
the story for that.
Go ahead, you gotta elaborate.
This is funny.
So, junior year against West, all right, it's the Christmas tournament. Pocono Mountain West ended up winning the district championship of a 6A district, so they were really good. And they were the best team in the district, and we were literally the worst. We were the worst team both years in a row. I think we won 2 conference games in 2 years, man. I'm sorry to say it, but that's just how it was. So we played them in a Christmas tournament right up at North Pocono, and it's weird that they're even in this Christmas tournament because it's almost a joke for them. So this one kid who ended up being a 1,000-point scorer dribbled down the sideline, and I got caught on a 2-on-1. And I'm like, all right, he's going to pass it. He's going to pass it to this other kid, and I'm just going to... And he was a shorter kid. I knew he wasn't going to be able to get up on me, even though that kid could jump more than the other kid. He just keeps it. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to stand here. He's either just going to get a layup, or he's going to, like, I'm going to foul him, or he's just going to miss it, right? No, dude, the dude, like, puts his nuts in my face.
Oh, dude, you guys look it up on YouTube. Yeah, it's bad.
Vertical, and just yams it. And I'm kind of just standing there. Like, no way, dude. That kid has never, he had literally never dunked in game. And it was a poster off of 2 feet.
If you watch
dude, you made every local news.
I mean, every local news station that night.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all over Twitter. I'm all over Snapchat. I didn't even have, I just got Snapchat at the time, and I'm all over. I'm all over Instagram, bro. So, dude, I started laughing because I was like, dude, what just happened, man? We're getting blown out by 20. And we just got I got yammed on. So, for the first time ever in my life. But, moving on. Later in that year, we play them at their home. So, we are playing
This is CJ's revenge game, keep in mind.
Yeah, the revenge.
So,
CJ's head on tonight.
as the buzzer sounds, I get I either pick off the ball or I get an outlet pass, and I had no one in front of me. So, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go try and dunk it. But then the buzzer sounds. So I said, all right, instead of putting the ball down and just walking to the sideline, I had the brilliant idea. Mind you, this is right after my leg surgery. All right, I had a plate and 7 screws in my right leg.
You wanted to make a statement.
So I wanted to make a statement.
And you guys were getting blown out. It was the best part too.
So I was like, all right, screw it. I know the buzzer just sounded, but I'm just going to go up and casually dunk it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. So I go up, my 6'4" butt barely gets above the rim, and I rattle the ball in and out. So all of a sudden, dude, the crowd, everyone paused. Everyone in the gym got quiet for a second, and then they realized who it was that missed the dunk. So, and dude, even the ref was standing next to our coach, and then he was getting ready to tee me up, right? He put the ball in his thing. He was like, all right, I'm going to tee this guy up. He felt so bad for me from how badly the crowd was treating me, was booing me, that he's like, nah, dude, I'm not even going to give him a tee.
Dude, they probably that's because they got jammed on.
They were like,
so
he sucks.
To continue the chronicle, the next year, and the best part about it is the head coach of this team, I had known him my whole life. He's been a patient of my dad's, and I used to go to his basketball camps. The next year, I come back, right? This is my second game off my second leg surgery, right? So I missed the first few games, come back. It's right before Christmas. I check into the game, and they're like, all right, CJ, you got middle on a 3-2 inbound play.
2-3.
2-3.
I tried to warn you. I'm like, get up. Get up. I see him coming.
But dude, I didn't know that they had given the ball in. So I was turned around looking at Richie pushing me. And I turn around, dude. And the same kid, the same pair of nuts,
his eyes probably like
were hanging in my face. So my knee-jerk reaction was just to push him. So I extend my arms and go, boom, I push him. Didn't push him hard enough.
And one dunk face off an inbounds alley.
It just made the dunk even cooler because the lower half of his body swung out. So I'm like, I literally put my hands on my hip and I walked in a circle for like 30 seconds. And I'm just like, dude, the thing at the time was, because we were winning at the very beginning of that game.
Yeah, we always started off well versus West. And
like we would come out of the gate, and because it was too tough. But later in the year, they go to run an inbounds play. This is the second time we play them. And I'm like, all right. Like, I wonder what play they're going to run. And they say 55, 55.
That's your number. That's your number.
Then I look up and I'll say, that's my number. So literally, I just found the kid who dunked on me and I just pushed him over. And they didn't call it. And then Coach Pencils over, he screamed, was like, what was that? What was that? I literally just found him. I just pushed him over. I just pushed the kid over. I'm like, you're not dunking on me 3 times in 1 year.
No. That's like I was going to say, in that summer league that we played in, the one time the one kid stripped me, he's like, shit, I'm going to get mine now. Because I'm like running full court with him. And he's about to take off. He might shoot 6'3". Like, this is the baller. I'm like, dude, no fucking way. I just grabbed his leg, stick him to the ground. I got a tag. I was like, dude, no, you're not fucking dunking on me.
I'm like, good foul, Brent. Good foul, Brent.
Good foul.
Dude, that league was competitive. Let me tell you.
That's not for average Joes.
That league was competitive.
And I am an average
remember
Joe.
that one dude who went to, because, all right, these guys weren't the best basketball players, maybe, or they were at one point, but now they're just tall, freaky athletic, and they have like grown man strength. Mm-hmm. This one kid couldn't dribble to save his life. 6'6", super athletic kid, right? Dribbled down the middle, split the D.
Super awkwardly, yeah. With just
lost
his
dribble, lost his dribble, picked it up, and just jammed on like 3 of our players, just off a vertical, just boom. And
yeah, that's when I knew. I was like, because our cousin was like, yeah, I'll play in this league, like, we need some extra guys. Like, it's just
it was fun.
It's like older dudes. So I'm like, oh yeah, just some older dudes trying to have fun. Dude, I show up the first day. It's Jerusalem and them from East. I played D1. Dude, they're running. They're like swing motion, throwing out you. 360 freaking slam. I'm like, dude, this is the wrong league for fucking me, man. I was like, I'm already here.
We're going back next year.
I'm coming back.
Let me get the invite.
Yeah, we need talking about it.
Dude, I'm telling you, those adult leagues are fun.
We're gonna get Brosgiving uniforms, and it's gonna be freaking sweet. We're gonna have the logo on it and everything, and we're gonna come up with like a team name for it, like the Brosgiving something.
Brosgiving buckets.
Brosgiving buckets.
Right down.
Oh man, what was I about to say about that? Oh, I did drop a 30-piece in that last game.
There you go.
I averaged like 21 points.
That's good, man. No, those adult leagues are fun, dude. I played in my first one as well this summer. It was a lot of fun. There's some real legit basketball players.
Some dudes can still play, yeah.
I played. There was one guy on my team. My uncle. The league was in Jersey, so my uncle just hit me up. He's like, "Hey, you want to play? We have an extra spot." So I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" I paid my like $100 or whatever. I get my T-shirt and I go there, dude. We had this kid on our team. He plays at Montclair State.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his name is we call him JoJo. Dude, that kid was dirty. Oh my god, man! This man's pulling up from the logo sometimes. I'm just like, what the hell is this? I'm like, this kid's ridiculous. Like, there's some seriously good players in those leagues, and if you're into like running some competitive games, it's definitely something I recommend.
Yeah, dude, like you better be able to talk some crap because they're gonna give it to you. Man.
They were in our ears, dude.
No holding back, man.
Yeah.
It is super street doing all that stuff. Because even I was talking crap in the one game, but like CJ, stop talking crap to him, and I just kept going at him. I just kept going at some kids, and we ended up making up by the end. But I just love that, dude. I love being competitive like that and talking crap.
See,
on the
I can't
court.
talk in those games. So I have like 2 points, but
No, you know what that just reminded me? Remember TJ? How much he used to talk to people in the
yeah,
games?
dude.
It just reminded me against I forgot what school it was, and me and this kid were kind of just like chirping back and forth for like 30 seconds on an inbounds play, and all I see is TJ come in and grab this kid's uniform like away, and he yanks the kid away from me. He like gets in his face like, "What you say? What you say?" Like in the kid's face, and like TJ got a tech, and like I just remember that kid was like,
He was a sophomore at the time.
he was a sophomore playing varsity. He was our starting big as a sophomore because I think you were injured. So
Oh wait, no, he might have been a junior.
No, I started
no,
at
he
the
was a
4.
sophomore because he played 2 years
yeah,
after.
yeah, right.
I started at the
I think
4.
so, I don't
He
know.
started at the 5
Yeah,
for
you're
part,
right,
and then you
you're
were
right.
the 3. Elias and Stefan were 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I think.
You're right,
Or something like that. And then Devon off the bench and Alex.
He was like he was something, dude. When he got angry, I remember we argued with him and his brother like every practice.
Yeah.
I love them. They're hilarious, but yeah, every
Well,
practice.
some kids, man, even if they don't have a lot of skill at like early on in their career, some of them just talk so much crap it gets in the other person's head. Dude, I've seen it so much. I've seen it so many times where maybe a kid doesn't have the most skill, but they just are so good at the head game.
Yeah.
And dude, they even talk about that in The Last Dance. You watch that, and they talk. There was almost half of one of those hour-long episodes totally dedicated to the art of trash talk. So our sister plays field hockey, right?
She's a beast.
Yeah,
Beast.
district championship tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 1
There you go.
o'clock.
District championship
Get that
tomorrow
dub.
versus
Come on,
Southern
Liv.
Lehigh, baby.
Oh,
Come on,
Steve.
Liv. Get that dub, Liv.
But they're so soft, man. Like in terms of what the refs let go on the field in terms of talking.
Dude.
Girls will say maybe one thing, and the refs are already teeing people up. And in field hockey, they sit both girls down. Like no matter who said first or what started, they're like, "Oh, but you get on the bench."
Field hockey.
So even they didn't say anything back?
So you can't. But listen to this. So we were playing Parkland at home, right? Or was it Nazareth? No, it was Parkland at home. And we're sitting there, and the Parkland parents are on one side, we're on the other. And it's a field hockey game, so there's not a whole lot of people there. But we were cheering them on and
Enough
stuff.
to chirp, yeah.
But we weren't even chirping. That's the thing. We weren't even chirping, and we
true.
chirp. We chirp. People know we chirp. But we weren't chirping that game. Appropriate chirps.
High school field hockey. Yeah.
But we're literally just cheering.
Super fans.
And the coach runs over and said, "Oh, parents!" Literally, they stopped the game, and the coach runs over to our sideline all the way across the field and says, "Parents, we need to do a better job at not doing
Like,
player-specific cheers. You need to
They were
be."
basically saying that we were like picking out a player on the team and being like, Parkland 14, you suck.
But we weren't. We weren't
And
even
all we
cheering.
were
We weren't
saying
even saying
was-
anything bad.
Yeah, we were just like, East, like, wake up. Or we're like, ref, that's a horrible call. Like, if
Yeah.
anything, like, there would be times where we'd go out the rest, but we never, ever,
But it wasn't
ever
even
would go
bad.
at a player.
I don't know
So-
if you guys saw that. Well, I'll let you finish your story.
So the rest of the game, I was saying stuff like, "Go field hockey."
Yeah, well played, both teams. That's what we can
It's
say
like,
after
well
a
played
possession.
both teams, guys. That was a phenomenal job.
Yeah, after we scored the second goal, we were like, great job, East. Good job, Parkland. Great job, both teams. Or like, whatever. I forget what we said
A+.
exactly. Yeah, we were just screwing around.
At the very end, I was like, "Great job, Parkland. Better job, East," or something like that. So dumb, man.
Toxic.
People are so soft with that.
Yeah.
It's bad, dude.
Just talk a little crap, dude. Some of the kids I think today wouldn't survive. Like some of the stuff that, like when we were in 7th and 8th grade, man, I remember kids talking crap on the court.
Oh
7th and 8th grade
God.
basketball, kids playing in pennies.
Dude, that kid from North like came up to me and just like full on like pushed me at half court, and the ref goes, "If I see that next time, that's a foul." I'm like, "Well, you just saw it the first time."
Knock me out, yeah.
That's nuts, dude. That he didn't even call it a foul
even in the
first
freaking
time.
rec leagues, PIBA, dude, kids would try to fight every
man.
single game. Yo, we couldn't get to halftime without Ron being like, "All right, one more thing, I'm calling the game, I'm calling the league." Like every game he threatened, dude. I was like, "Oh shit, dude! Like, come on." But
That's
yeah,
tough,
that was
man.
good though. Makes you tough.
That was a good time.
Gets you thick skin.
We have a lot of good experiences, but not only on the basketball court, but we have a ton of great times that just involve Alex with the Brosgiving group. So I'll hand it off to Alex first because he's the one who wanted to talk about it. But what are some of your, like, what's your best memory, whether it's funniest or best memory of the Brosgiving guys?
Yeah, so obviously there's probably 1,010,000 that I can choose from. But one that it actually came up on my Snapchat memories a little while ago. Richie's gonna probably like be like, oh, of course he's talking about this again.
I already know.
Richie's ice cream hangover at Golden Corral.
Oh yeah,
dude.
I got a video of that.
It's one
I
of
have the video.
the funniest things I think I've ever seen in my entire life, and I was watching it on my Snapchat memories. And still, this was maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was our senior year of high school.
Like tearing up in laughter watching it in my sitting in my apartment and like 1 a.m. I'm just sitting there giggling on my couch, and dude, it's just Richie's. We're at Golden Corral. I mean, the place is damn near closed. Like, there's not a single soul in there besides us. And
I don't like the buffet food, so
and we are just ripping ice cream, ripping the ice cream cones, bro.
Exactly. Dude, Richie didn't eat a single ounce of actual food. This man goes into Golden Corral, spent like whatever amount of money it is to eat there, and down like 18 mint chocolate chip ice creams, and it was just sitting there, just like giggling, nonstop giggling, having like a insane sugar rush in the middle of Golden Corral. Yeah. There's nobody there. It's literally just like about 5 of us. It's like us 4, Richard and Giff, I think.
Yeah.
And Richie just like laughing with ice cream like falling out of his mouth.
And then he had a crash, and it was a 40-minute drive home.
No, I remember.
He's like, dude, I don't think I can make it home, man.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna be sick.
You guys are like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the mall. I'm like, because the mall's right next to Golden Corral. I'm like, I'm gonna sit this one out. I remember just laying in the back of the car for like 20 minutes while you guys were in the mall. I did not feel.
Yeah, actually, I think it's because my girlfriend was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we went to go see my girlfriend because she just happened to be there. Like, she texted me, she's like, oh, I'm at this mall, by the way. Where are you? And I was like, oh, shoot.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm like across the street. Yeah.
We went to like that department store that was in the corner.
I forgot
Yeah,
which one it
it
was.
was like JCPenney's or something.
And then another memory that I have to bring up, and it's about me, so.
I think I know this one too.
It has to do with your car, Richie.
No,
I'll say it. You guys say it. No.
You say it.
No, you say it
I'll
because
say it. How about I say it?
CJ's just saying
So-
he had to. Yeah,
He's the cleanup man.
Go ahead. He's the cleanup
We
man.
had so Richie was the first person to get his license. Okay, so that fall of our junior year, I had a broken leg, and Richie and I just become really good friends. So he was kind of chauffeuring me everywhere, and Alex was,
I literally lived with Richie for like a summer. I literally was at his house every day.
Now this is pretty much the beginning of the Brosgiving group, but we had like a routine. We go somewhere to eat, like Chili's or Red Robin, Starbucks, something, and then we had the Friday night football games. So we drive up there. The drive from Stroudsburg, from where we're at, with traffic, was a little longer than what we thought it was going to be. Probably like around 30 minutes. So when we leave the place, he drank a ton of water. He's like, yo, I got to go to the bathroom. But it's all right because we're going to be home in like 5 minutes, all right? So we sit in traffic, something happens, and whatever. And all of a sudden, Alex is like, dude, I really got to go to the bathroom. Like, I really got to go.
Make sure you know why I did what I did. Explain why. Because I did.
So he's like, guys, I got to go. I think you got to pull over. And Richie's like, no, we're not going to do it. Like, we're going to wait till we get to CJ's.
We're like 30 seconds away.
Yeah. But no, it kept progressing. He's like, dude, I really got to go. I'm like, I got to go, man. It hit Alex like a freaking truck. It hit Alex like a freaking train. His bladder, man. He's like, dude, I got to go. Richie's like, no, I'm not going to go. So it became one of those panic situations where Alex was just saying, I got to go.
I'm like, water.
Yeah,
water.
Richie's like, think of waterfalls, dude. Just think of the waterfalls.
And I'm sitting in the front seat, in the passenger seat, and I'm kind of just watching it. And I'm like, Richie, maybe we should pull over, dude. And Richie's like, no, we're almost to your house. I'm like, all right, Alex, you can do it, dude. We're literally right down the street. And then there was a brief moment of panic, followed by, we heard, dude, it's out. I peed. It's out. It's all over the car.
You gotta go.
Dude, Richie was playing with my mind, man. I couldn't hold it.
I remember we go in the house because you're getting a pair of clothes and something to clean the seat with.
Yeah.
And Brent's just like, what's going on? I think you were upstairs.
Yeah, I was
like,
chilling. Yeah.
He was playing with Owen. Owen and Brent were in the other room playing like PlayStation or something.
Yeah, probably.
PS4.
Yeah. And then you gotta get them clothes, and then we go to the Friday night football game, and it's like a whole
Clean the leather seats.
disaster, yeah. But that was
That's
funny.
funny, dude. Oh,
It was a good, dude. It was a really good time.
I gotta say, even in my worst moments, dude, I've never like just let it loose. I've always
Dude,
been able to find a way.
I tried so hard. I don't think up to this day I've never had to peace with that in my life. Like, I just couldn't hold it. And this man is sitting there Oh, think of waterfalls. Alex, we're almost there. I'm not pulling over. I'm not doing it. I had to go. I couldn't do it.
That's funny.
And it was out. And then Mrs. McMaster, when we were talking to her, she's like, well, boys, you do know you guys have a lot easier way to go and just pull over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you told your mom?
Eventually.
Yeah.
Alex beat
Just literally, Richie walked in the house. He's like, Mom, Alex pissed his pants in my car.
You would not believe this.
It wasn't even like Richie was being reserved about it. He's like, Mom, Alex pissed in my car.
I can't believe you told her. I didn't know that.
16. How old was
Mrs.
16,
McMaster, man,
17?
she's mom, man. She didn't care. She was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
well,
We were
because
like
we cleaned it
16.
up. I mean,
Did you guys clean it? Yes.
Yeah, and then CJ cleaned
CJ
it out of
cleaned
everybody.
it.
I'm sitting there watching CJ, like, in my pants full of pee. I'm just sitting there looking at CJ, like, huh.
just take those off,
Good job,
buddy.
CJ. You're doing
Get
great.
you some new ones.
You have good form when you're scrubbing the seat. Good job.
So, Brent,
Yeah.
Brosgiving memory. Do you have one?
With Alex?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You acting like there's not that many.
Well, I got to think of them. I
Hold
got to
on,
think of
dude,
some
that
more.
guy-
Those were
You know,
like
there's
two
a lot
of
to
the, those were
choose
two of
from.
the best.
Those two are definitely the best. You remember?
I
I
have a
don't even
really
know if I
funny
want to
one.
talk about this. Remember the challenge that we did?
Dude, go ahead and talk. Who cares, dude?
Oh,
challenge.
Just put that little
yeah,
explicit
that's
thing on.
funny.
It'll be fine.
Junior year.
That was funny.
Or very beginning of senior. No, junior year. Yeah.
Junior year, yeah.
End of
Wait,
junior
hold on.
year.
You want to let Brent explain this one so this could.
I don't fully. I know what you're
No,
talking about, but I don't fully
Okay,
remember.
go ahead,
There's a
go
lot
ahead,
that
go
went into it.
ahead.
I'm not going to
Because
say
I
the whole
wasn't.
thing
I
'cause
wasn't
it's
here
weird.
for the full all of it. So
Okay.
So, junior year on Instagram. This is like when there was a new fad coming out, but there wasn't TikTok or anything to do it on, and Vine wasn't around. But you had like the cinnamon challenge, you had the eraser challenge, and then there was the condom challenge. So the goal of the condom challenge was to fill a condom with water, right? Fill it with water. Then you would drop it on someone's head. And with the way
Forgot
a
about
condom
this,
is, it was supposed to like go around their head like they had a bubble around their head.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we are idiots and we tried it, man. So there we are in the bathroom, just filling condoms up with water, going in the bathtub and just launching them onto each other's heads, man. Did it even work? I think
No, every single time like bounced off our head and landed on the floor or exploded in the tub or something.
and they were all covered in slimy stuff. So it was
not
to pick
funny,
it up,
dude.
man. Oh, dude, that was so. For those of you who don't know, Alex pretty much looks like his dad, but the nickname for his dad that we had in high school for his dad was Drake, because he looked like Drake.
Oh yeah. he
So
kinda does.
in honor,
I think about it.
in honor of Mr. Valencia, we decided to do another Mount Rushmore this week of top 4 artists. Now we can either do current artists or our favorite Mount Rushmore, our favorite 4 artists.
I'm gonna go current artist on mine.
Current artists. All right, so
I'll
let's
go
run
current
through
on
this. So AV, start us out, baby.
Okay, so for current artist for me, this is who I'm listening to like on the daily. All right, so I don't know if you guys know this first guy. It's Blast. Have you ever heard of him?
No,
It's spelled BLXST.
kind of put me on blast there,
Dude,
But
I'm telling you, you have to listen to his music. I
All right.
came across him on like 2K. He has like a song in 2K. I think it's called Chosen. It's him, Tyga, and Ty Dolla $ign in it. And
okay.
I just went through his like albums and I was like, dude, this guy is incredible. Like I listen to music every day, all day.
Mhm.
So Blast is definitely up on the Mount Rushmore for current artists for me. 2 has got to be Roddy Ricch, of course. I mean, who doesn't love Roddy Ricch?
Uh huh.
3, got to put my dad up there, Drake.
Yeah.
Got to put Pops up there. Shout out to CLB. And 4, I don't know. 4 is gonna be a tough one. 4, I'd have to probably say. I really like listening to 24K Golden. You know him?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruno
Yeah, he
Mars?
has a.
24 karat magic in the air.
Huh?
Oh, that's
Nah. Wait, not the song.
This goes to show you
24
guys.
karat magic
Tune
in
C
the
is to the rap
air.
CJ got to sing it every episode.
Look out!
No, he
24
has,
karat.
he has that song with Lil Tecca that just came out. It's called like Prada.
Yeah, no,
I
I
love
know
that
what you're talking
song.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, I listen to him a lot. His like last album is really good too. That's my top 4.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely my top 4 current
I
artists.
think Bruno Mars definitely deserves to be on there.
He's slightly on. He's getting up there on the rankings. He's not top 4.
He's
though.
on his way.
I think he needs a few more
He
hits.
hasn't made a song in 7 years, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's a
He's
little
on his way
underground
back.
for
Yeah,
me.
he's pulling a Kendrick Lamar. He just disappears off the face of the earth for a little while. So
All right, so Brent,
Top 4 right now.
or of all time.
let's go on.
All time.
Mm-hmm.
All time. It's easy. It's Kanye. Love
All right.
Kanye.
The old Kanye or the
Mac
new
Miller.
Kanye?
I hope you say the old Kanye. Don't say that new Kanye.
New Kanye's
I don't
alright.
like the new Kanye.
Oh,
New
Kanye.
Kanye.
Oh,
That
jeez.
was-
You don't like you guys? Hold on.
I'm not a big music guy, but
You guys
Kanye-
don't you don't like Donda?
I listened to it and I think I almost like ripped my ears off.
No,
ouch, you killing me,
that's
man.
brutal.
You're ruining my
That
life.
dude-
That's a brutal
I love
comment.
no. I like Kanye, but that Donda album was.
You
like-
ready?
He has one good song in there, "Pure Souls" with Roddy Ricch, of course.
You ready? Listen to this.
Yeah.
Donda is better
Don't do it.
than Pure Lover Boy.
You mean Certified Lover Boy?
And I don't fuck with you, and if I ever see you, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Dude, this man CJ.
Pure Lover Boy.
Pure Lover Boy. No, it's cool.
CJ, you're done.
You're gonna get canceled.
He's country. CJ's all country.
Yeah, you're
old rock,
canceled.
yeah, I
dude.
love that.
You're canceled. You're
Watching
canceled.
cigarettes.
Donda.
All right, but go ahead. You got Kanye number one.
Lover Boy.
All right, so they give me Mac Miller.
Mac Miller. Okay.
Drake is up there. If we're going all time, Drake is up there.
Shout out, Dad.
And I gotta be honest, he's like newer in the past 2 years, but I like Rod Wave that much that I'd put Rod Wave on my top 4
Rod
too.
Wave.
Rod Waves.
For
He's got vocals.
Then like you know you got Little
Rodney
Durk, Young
Wave.
Thug, those two are like right there too. Polo G. All time. I love Old Jay-Z. Old Jay-Z's great too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Old Kendrick, all those guys. What about you, Richie?
Not the biggest music guy, but I could throw out a
you
few
like your
different
music,
names.
yeah. There you
go.
I like the old Lil Uzi.
Oh,
Yeah,
like 2017,
2016,
2016, 17.
dude.
Yep.
Let's see.
Pure Lil Wayne.
I like Little TJ was good for a while.
Little TJ.
yeah.
Leak. Yo, I will say Leak's one of my favorite songs all time.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
that
really
song was
song.
crazy, dude.
I like the new Ed Sheeran songs.
No, Ed Sheeran's a vibe,
The new Ed Sheeran.
Justin Bieber too, man. He's from those. I like
could
Justin
probably
Bieber stuff.
Be one of my last ones. Just thinking off the top of my head, but he has some good new songs too. I was just listening to that song "Ghost" that he.
Yeah, that you guys are talking about.
That's what you're for.
Huh?
You're
Like four?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm embarrassing myself,
Your finger
man.
up too, and you were like, "That's better than Pure Love." Drake sees this, he's like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, come on the show, Drake. Come on the
I'm gonna
show.
bring my dad on the next one so he could come at you a little bit for the take.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh gosh. All right. So
Morgan Wallen.
favorite favorite of all time is Post Malone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
No
I got
doubt.
Post Malone's on mine.
Favorite of
top
all
five,
time is
too.
Post Malone. Now, in no specific order, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill it, but Lil Uzi, the Lil Uzi that we were talking about, man, he was so good there from like 2015 to
You were right, I
2018,
was
man.
wrong.
The Love Is Rage albums
Oh,
and
man.
all that.
Such good music.
What's it called? The remix with Lil Nicky.
You gotta be careful when you pick fights.
No.
Little Nicky. CJ, you need to go home. You need to go home. You need to go home.
It's past your bedtime.
The Adam Sandler.
Nicki Minaj. The way life goes.
Can you imagine CJ like Breakfast Club or something? Dude, get the fuck out of here.
And then I'd be like, yo, let me freestyle for you guys real quick.
Little Nicky and Pure Lover Boy. Dude, you need to get a board right there that says that Little Nicky.
Bruno
Pure
Mars
Lover-
20.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're like 24K going like Bruno Mars.
And like CJ, like you guys are probably like, okay, he's some nerd. Like he goes to like, I was at a party with him last week, and they're playing these guys all on the aux all night long. He hears his music.
I'm singing like super bass and
He
all
just
that.
doesn't put two and two together, man.
I'm like coming in the club and you blazing up. You right kind of bell, you popping the money, you right kind of bell.
Let me hype you up.
Got my heartbeat running away.
Oh my god.
Little Nicky. This is the DJ CJ featuring Little Nicky.
The way life, I know what you're talking about the way life goes remix with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So you got
This is Pure Lover Boy featuring
That's it.
Nicki Minaj.
Gosh.
DJ CJ.
The DJ CJ.
There you go. Go ahead. So you got Uzi.
Well, those two. All right. You guys are gonna hate me, but Macklemore.
Oh, downtown.
Your
That was
music, dude. Oh my god.
No, I gotta give him that downtown because that really hit.
I remember
Downtown, dude, it's a good song.
Yeah.
That's a bro. That may be the Brosgiving theme song. Downtown.
Marietta still laughs at that every time that song comes on.
Really?
Yeah, she's like CJ. Oh god,
Dude.
Yeah, dude, that was a great time, man.
CJ's always all you hear is go
We're driving around Main Street, and the one time we're listening to that song, and Brent goes, "Yeah, CJ, did you hear the new traffic law? You could turn left on red after 2 minutes." And CJ's like, "Really, Brent? Really?" And after like 2 minutes, he goes, "All right, I'm gonna do it." He just swings it left on the red light.
I forgot about that, man.
Oh my god.
I've always made that up too. I don't even know.
Yeah, no, I remember. You're like, dude, you can turn. No, Richard. I thought Richard said it.
Oh, one of you said it.
Dude,
I might
Richard used to screw with me on the low, like all the time when I was in the car with him. He'd be like, "Yo, CJ, 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you can turn left at a red light." And I just did it. It was Main Street, Stroudsburg. There was probably 3 cops that saw me, and they were like, "Dude, what is this kid flipping doing?" But then Eminem to round it out.
Eminem around it.
There we
go.
There we go. Now we're back
Eminem's
on track.
I gotta shout out the Kid Leroy too. I really like his music.
Oh, I would definitely swap the Kid Leroy.
The Kid Leroy, dude. You know what's crazy? Cause I work with a lot of people that are from that area,
Yeah.
Virginia. None of them know who the Kid Leroy is.
Really? Where's he actually from?
He's from Australia.
Oh, he's from Australia.
He's Australian. Yeah.
He was like #1 on America's
I
charts.
swear, that song "Tragic" was on the radio every other.
Dude, you're in fucking D.C. Not fucking.
I was
under a
mind blown when I'm talking to people. I'm like, cause that's when like "Stay" with Justin Bieber was like really popular when I first got down there. So like I'm like, oh, have you heard that song "Stay"? And they're like, what the heck is that? I'm like, you don't know who the Kid Leroy is? Like, did you not hear any of his albums? Like his last album, I swear to God, I have the whole album downloaded on my phone.
Yeah.
I love that guy's music. I don't know how I was mind blown when I got down there and I talked to them and nobody knew who the heck he was. It was crazy.
I like the Kid Leroy.
Yeah, he makes really
He's
good
good.
music.
He's tough.
Yeah, but the whole downtown thing, that was definitely our song.
We gotta make that
Dude,
our
I made
theme
a
song,
Jersey.
our
I made
intro.
I made a Jersey club mix back when Jersey was a big thing.
Oh my god.
And I made it of downtown. I was like downtown, downtown.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
I was like downtown, like you don't want to be boy. Jersey.
Yeah, I just went to the Rutgers game like earlier last month, Owen and I, and they still play Jersey music all the time.
Really?
There.
Dude, it's a bop.
Their frats were bumping to that.
Dude, I remember some kids would be dancing to that. We'd be in chorus class, and Mrs. Stein would be playing like some Christmas carol, and some of the kids in the class would be dum dum dum. They'd be dancing to it. It was so good. It was so good, man.
Can we make that our introduction theme song?
Downtown? Yeah, until we get copyrighted, I'll put it on there.
Right.
We gotta keep getting more footage so I can make an intro for the podcast and for our vlogs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Just gotta find a time to do the vlogs, man. I am a busy beaver right now, man.
I'm gonna check my phone for what other artists is popping.
What other what?
Watch me. If we're gonna go country route, give me Riley Green, Zach Bryan. I like Morgan Wallen too. It's kind of generic answer.
Right now,
I'm going to a country concert on Thursday.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like the DD for my sister because
Who?
it's her birthday. Dude, I don't know. Something young.
He's like, I don't know.
Brett Young?
He's like some Luke
Brett
Combs
Young?
guy.
It's at it's Thursday night. I can't remember who.
Brett Young, probably.
Oh,
Well,
maybe.
he's young.
Maybe.
Chase Young.
I'll be there though. I'll
Oh,
send you some Snapchats.
He's like, it's some Luke Combs guy.
That would have hit him like a hurricane once he found out. But dude, mine would be Morgan Wallen, Riley Green, Tom Hardy. Not Tom Hardy. Is it Tom Hardy?
Isn't Tom Hardy Venom? Isn't that the guy that plays Venom? Oh my
No, what's
God.
Hardy's first name, Brian?
Dude, he's gonna say like Ed Hardy next. Dude,
Well, it's Hardy.
Hardy. I don't know.
Is it Tom?
Tom is Venom.
Hardy's
I
good
know
though
who
too.
Tom Hardy is. He talks like this in Peaky Blinders. and then Cody Johnson. But
CJ, what time did you wake up this morning?
4:30.
Oh yeah, it's starting to add up.
4:30.
It's starting to add up.
I've had 2 workouts, a 4-hour study session. 6 kids for lessons at baseball, and some snap guys. So this has been absolutely phenomenal. But as we said, I've been up since 4:30, and I've mixed up probably
It's a
half
little
of
late,
the top
yeah.
charts of the 2000s and their names
Shout
in
out
them.
to Pure Lover Boy.
So first and foremost, Alex, thank you so much, brother, for coming on. So we'll definitely do some more stuff soon over Thanksgiving
Yes,
break, whatever.
sir.
You're always welcome, man. Good luck with everything you're doing. We're rooting for you. So that was episode 8 of the Dad's Office podcast by Brosgiving. I think a great title for that would be Pure Lover Boy. I think that would be a phenomenal.
That's a fantastic title.
Or How to Not Get Dunked On, and then I'll put that in parentheses. I don't know. We'll come up with a
Maybe
name.
Nuts in the Face.
Nuts in the Face. That's
Same
nuts.
different year.
With a Z.
Same nuts, same nuts, different year. That's got to be the one.
But anyways, coming out with a ton of new content, guys. Just looking for the time to get it all done and to get it out to you guys.
Yep.
We have some collaborations coming up with some of the content producers in the area, so that's going to be awesome. Like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, anything like that. DM us if you want to either be a guest or you have a story, something for us to talk about, guys. We're here to help. We're here to give stories. We're here to share a laugh with you guys. But other than that, this has been Brosgiving. This has been special guest AV, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.